Hey everybody, it's Ron in the Y'all 1067 studios. Shelby Lee Lowe with us again today. How are you?
I am so good, man. Thank y'all for having me back.
It's good to see you
awesome.
back in the studio.
Glad to be here.
It's so nice to see you. You have an amazingly cool project that you've been working on. Just dive in. Tell us about it. I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, pretty exciting week, man. I got to say. So for the past over a decade now, I've been playing shows for Jack Daniel's Distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee. And I've done some events for Jack Daniel's at NASCAR races.
Right.
And I just got back from Sturgis doing shows for Jack Daniel's. So I've kind of built a relationship with a lot of people that work for Jack Daniel's. I've got a lot of good friends with Jack, and I've been drinking Jack Daniel's probably long before I even, played any shows there.
Yeah. I might have had that same issue. Yeah.
Yeah. As a Tennessee boy, it just makes sense.
Right? Yeah,
you got
absolutely.
to. So I've been, cultivating a relationship with Jack Daniel's, and the last time, a couple years ago, I was in Sturgis, and we were talking about Lynchburg, and somebody brought up the cave, Motlow Cave.
Right.
And I'd played probably 100 shows at the hill that cave is located at, and I didn't know about the cave. So it's kind of it's been kind of a secret for a long time. There's a cave on the site at Jack Daniel's Distillery, and it come to my attention that they've had people come in there and play before. I think Jake Owen has played in there, and Adam Hood, and I think Eric Church has been in there and hung out. And I think it was Josh Phillips said, but nobody's ever recorded in there. That would be cool. I was like, yes, it would. That'd be very cool. So they planted that little idea in my head, and I kind of made it a goal of mine to make that happen ever since. So ever since then, I've been talking to them about making that happen. And then this May, I believe it was April or May this year, we went down into that cave with a camera crew and my buddy Jeff Quillen, set up all the sound equipment, and brought a guitar player, Stephen Kovac. We call him Little Elvis. And phenomenal fiddle player, friend of mine, Josephine Mitchner. And then Rick Huckabee, who is a fantastic songwriter. I've known him through songwriting. He plays for Leroy Parnell.
Okay.
And he came in there and sang and played guitar. And it was an awesome experience. It was unreal. It was a lot of work. I was probably coughing cave dust for like a week after that. But it was single-handedly one of the coolest things I've ever done in my whole career.
So the acoustics of the cave just work. It's perfect for recording sound. It just all come together.
It was cool. I mean, it was really cool. It's depending on where you're in the cave. It's like where we were standing, there was almost no echo. But further down from the cave, like down in the hallway a little bit, leading up to the getting in there was a whole nother process. Like there's these steps that go down like 70 foot, and I had to tote all this equipment down in there. And then we're doing it bluegrass style, so there's no monitors or anything. We're just going off what we hear in the cave. And depending on where you're standing in the cave, it sounds different. So we had mics set up all around the cave, and you can actually hear, that there's dripping going on in the cave throughout the whole thing. You can hear that in certain parts of the songs. It's just unlike anything I've ever done before. So it was challenging, but I think it turned out pretty awesome.
So you've got this really cool environment. You've got this great idea. You've got these unique acoustics. You've got all these guys. You get down in the cave. Now it's the music. So how do you choose which songs to record, and which ones did you choose?
Well, that was one of the toughest parts of the whole deal.
Right.
It's like, what songs am I going to do down there? Well, as far as songs that I've written, I got a song called Whiskey Looking Lonely.
Which fits perfectly.
Just makes sense.
It does.
It's also one of my favorite songs I've ever recorded, and I co-wrote it with Rick Huckabee that came in there and played with me. So that was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And I've always felt like that's one of the songs that I've released in the past that didn't get its due, that I need to bring back to life. So one of my all-time favorite songs. It turned out great in there. It's probably my favorite version of it ever. I got a song called Miss Tennessee. And about the most Tennessee thing I could think to do is be playing at Jack Daniel's. So I picked it. And then, obviously I play every weekday at Chiefs on Broadway, Eric Church's bar, and I do a live events at the Neon Steeple stage, including October 11th coming up. George Strait Tribute Night.
Yeah.
But yeah, it made sense to me. My favorite song of Eric Church's has always been Jack Daniels.
Okay.
Perfect. And you can't play shows for Jack Daniels and not know that song. So,
sure.
I did a cover of Eric Church's Jack Daniels at Jack Daniels. And, man, the guitar playing, the fiddle playing on that song is just unreal. It's really, really cool.
So all the release is coming up, right? Everybody's going to be able to get
Friday.
this music. It's Friday.
Yes, sir.
How's the easiest way to get a hold of this music?
Well, if you're on Spotify, Spotify has a pre-save option right now. You just go to my page, and it'll show up like it's the newest release. You click on that and hit pre-save. It's pretty simple. Apple Music has a similar feature, I believe. Or you guys can just follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe, and my email list on my website, and follow everything I do, and I'll just tell you to go listen to it.
Yeah, it's awesome. So you mentioned you've got another big show. You play at Chiefs regularly, but you've got another big show coming up. What's the rest of the year look like? Are you going to be out on the road? Because you've been out quite a bit. You've been kind of all over the country, right?
Yeah. I've got some shows planned throughout the rest of the year. The big thing, October 10th, I'm going to be releasing a song I wrote called King for a Day. That's about George Strait. Okay. And it might be my favorite song I've ever recorded. And then on October 11th, I'm going to have a George Strait tribute night at Chiefs on Broadway at the Neon Steeple stage where I did the 90s night for y'all. Yeah. And going to have some special guests, some friends of mine that also love George Strait get up and sing. And, of course, I'm going to play my new song.
Yeah.
And then November 8th in Lawrence County, Tennessee, I'm going to be having my very first live album recording at the historic Crockett Theater down there on the 75th anniversary of the Crockett Theater. So this is hands down the wildest year of my career, doing some crazy stuff.
Well, I love it. I love the whole Jack Daniels idea. I'm going to have to come see you and maybe partake a little bit of the Jack Daniels and listen to some great music. So best of luck. I can't wait to see what happens on Friday. That's going to be super exciting. And congratulations on all the new music and pulling off this amazing feat to go down and play in the cave at Jack Daniels. I mean, that's so cool. Nobody's got to do it before. So congrats.
Thank you guys, man. Appreciate you.
Shelby, thanks for coming in today, and follow him on all the socials, and we'll post a link on y'all1067.com. You can check it out there too.